ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਮਿਸਿਸਾਗਾ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ 10 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ VOTING ਹੈ ਮੇਅਰਲ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਖੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ 20 of the mayoral candidates. So voting will take place on 10th of June, but the advance voting is already started in City Hall, Mississauga. Today is 24th of May and today is the first day of voting for your candidate for your Mississauga mayor. So total 20 candidates. Vote the best candidate which you think who will work for the city of Mississauga. So city of Mississauga ਦੇ mayoral candidate ਦੇ 20 candidates ਹੈ. ਅੱਜ 24 ਮਈ ਹੈ, ਫਸਟ ਡੇ ਆਫ VOTING ਹੈ, 10 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਡੇ ਆਫ VOTING ਹੈ. ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਫਸਟ ਡੇ ਆਫ VOTING ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟੀਜ਼ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਕਿਉਂ ਉਹ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਦ ਬੈਸਟ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਫॉर ਮਿਸਿਸਾਗਾ. ਲੈਟਸ ਸੀ. ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਮਿਸਿਸਾਗਾ ਦੀ ਮੇਅਰ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਫਸਟ ਡੇ ਆਫ VOTING ਹੈ. 10 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਡੇ ਆਫ VOTING ਹੋਏਗਾ. 20 ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟਸ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਦੀਪਿਕਾ the mayor is with us. Deepika, why you think that you are the strongest candidate in this campaign?
I'm the most experienced candidate. I'm the only candidate who has served as a member of provincial parliament, served in cabinet, served as a city councillor. I have an MBA from the University of Toronto Rotman School of Management. I worked in banking. I've run a small business. And all of this experience, all of this has prepared me to lead and be Mississauga's mayor, to be a mayor who can stand up for Mississauga, make difficult decisions and get things done.
And the Main Street research survey shows that all the candidates, the leading candidates is Caroline Parrish. And what you'll say, you still have a she has a lead into all the candidates. What is the reason she is leading?
So I think that the most recent polls show that the gap between Caroline and I has narrowed significantly. Her support has declined, mine has risen, and we are neck and neck now.
And what is your focus on this campaign, main priorities for residents?
My biggest priority is to make Mississauga once again livable and affordable, a safe city where young families can buy homes, where seniors can afford to live and everybody in between can afford to live and feel safe.
So you voted already or going to vote?
I'm just going to go in to vote.
Okay, we wish you all the best. Deepika.
Thank you so much.
The Main Street research survey shows that Caroline is still leading. So what is the reason? Because she is the leading candidate still now in the surveys. So what is the reason she is leading? And on the contrary, your campaign is saying that she has embarrassed Mississauga, but she is leading the survey.
I think the polls have shown that support for Caroline has declined. It's a very tight race. Caroline and I are within the margin of error. We are neck and neck.
Well, there are a lot of issues. Housing, crime, as the gentleman mentioned. We just want a better Mississauga, a better city. And less taxes. Better transportation, the crime issue, lower expenses in Mississauga. Oh yes, everybody should vote that are allowed to vote. Or, yeah. They should. That's why I'm here. I cannot be here on June the 10th, so I'm doing the early voting.
What are the issues in Mississauga? The pressing issues are auto theft, safety of citizens, crime, and the housing issues. It's quite big because the prices have skyrocketed a lot. It just shooted up right during the pandemic, COVID. And it's not going anywhere. Interest is going up, groceries are going up, the price is going up. I know it's a global issue, but the council can do something and the mayor can do something, especially the crime, because they managed to the Peel board of Peel region, the police board. And the police should take some action. I've heard the complaints from people, from the residents, when they go to the police, they say, we don't have time. We have other criminal matters to look after. But this is a crime, it's ongoing. Few of them are quite good, strong candidates. Karen Parrish, Dasco, Deepika, they are running race. And we'll find the result on June 10th. Tipping point is still, I have to evaluate the experience level, how much they're involved in the community, what they have done for the community in the past, if they are the incumbents through the council positions before. what's the experiences? That's the most important thing, and what they're going to do for the residency and constituency of the Mississauga and Malton area. So I'll be voting for two. I'll be voting one for mayor, and I'll be voting for the Ward 5 councillor by-election also.
Good morning. It's the first day of advance voting. I'll be casting my ballot shortly, and I ask everyone else to vote. But before I do that, I wanted to speak to all of you about this election and talk about the clear choice between me and Carolyn Parrish. Carolyn Parrish is running to be the mayor of Ontario's third largest city, but she's nowhere to be seen. She's hiding. She's not attending any debates. It is unacceptable that Carolyn did not show up to a debate hosted by the Food Bank at a time when more Mississaugans are relying on food banks than ever before. This is not leadership. Leadership is showing up. Leadership is having the courage to put forward your plan in the public sphere, debate it confidently, and answer the tough questions. As mayor, you have to show up for people. The people of Mississauga are catching on. The latest poll taken by Main Street Research on May 16th, 17th shows Carolyn's support continues to fall. I invite the public to do your research. There's a clear choice between Carolyn and I. We could not be more different. I will show up to every debate that I can. You will never hear me say inappropriate comments about any of the diverse communities that make up Mississauga. You will never hear me make dismissive comments about a place of worship. I will lead from the front and not hide from the public. I have the experience to lead Mississauga, and it shows. It shows in the bold and practical plan I have put forward. It shows in the fact that while everybody's talking about building more homes, what I'm saying is, yes, we have to build more homes, but we also have to manage the growth. Mississauga's home. I love this city. This is where I've raised my daughter, run a small business, served as a member of provincial parliament, served in cabinet representing all of Ontario, served on city council. And all of this has prepared me to lead Mississauga, to be the mayor Mississauga needs. Yes, I want to build more housing. Yes, I want to manage the growth that comes with building housing. And yes, I want to tackle crime and keep property taxes low. But I have a greater ambition. I want to build a Mississauga where everyday people can get ahead and build a better life for themselves, like I was provided that opportunity. I've always said the greatest cities are not the ones with the tallest buildings or the best museums, although I'd love to have a great museum here in Mississauga. The greatest cities are places where everyday folks can get ahead and build a better life for themselves, where everyone feels like they belong. That's the Mississauga I want to build. That's why I'm running. Thank you.